All right, on this channel, we're doing a $50K to $5 million challenge where we want to turn $50,000 of cash into $5 million by investing in one 100x token. We're doing most of the work inside of our inner circle, link in the description below, so you get alert of any awesome token like this one, OpenGPU, which we're going to break down today. This is leading. Guys, we've broken down hundreds of tokens now from the master sheet, all the things that you've submitted to us. We're going through them one by one. And this is the current leader out of the probably 250 tokens that we've currently broken down. It got a 90 out of 100 rating from Tristan, our lead researcher, also my brother inside the community. And I also rated it 90 out of 100. So we're going to be talking about it and why I think it's got an incredible amount of upside to it. And you can let me know what you think in the comments below once you've seen what I'm presenting to you. So let's jump straight in. What category is it in? It's DePin. Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. Basically, AI is booming. You need GPUs to process all the requests that these AI bots are getting, and you can do that in a centralized manner, such as AWS, or you can do it in a decentralized manner through cryptos. Now, these DePin tokens, things like Render are the biggest at a $4 billion market cap, and pay attention here because this is sort of the potential of the token I'm going to talk about. Real bull case, obviously. But I think you might be interested by some of the things that it's doing. But you can even see things like Nosana down here, almost at a $400 million market cap. And there's a couple of others. Node AI is a big one, $125 million market cap. We're going to come back and do a direct comparison of OpenGPU to Node AI because I think it's really interesting. But also note, this is AWS, Amazon Web Services. Let me give you the real brief overview of why this now makes $80 billion a year. Before AWS, in order to host a website, you'd have to buy, say, 100 gigabytes of data for the year or for the month, and if you went past it, your website would go offline. Amazon revolutionized this because they said, oh, you no longer have to buy 100 gigabyte packs, 1 terabyte packs. You can just use our servers. And this also helped because your website never went offline, because if you got 1 million visitors all to your website, you'd be able to use that amount of data using the flexibility of AWS and then just pay it after it actually happens. That is sort of what OpenGPU is trying to do to AI compute power in a decentralized manner. So this is their website, opengpu.network. They say they're powering the future of AI and crypto, a good cross-section of society to be in. Harness the potential of decentralized GPU computing with OpenGPU network. Now, if you want a real technical breakdown, a deep dive, 27 minutes, go watch this lovely man, Coin Intelligence Agency. I believe his name is Kyle. He does an excellent technical breakdown. We're going to stay very surface level here because I know a lot of people get bored. But what I want you to notice is that in their network white paper, the OpenGPU network white paper, it's a bunch of text and it's very tech heavy. And a lot of these projects do really well because they're not created by marketers, but they're created by people who are actually developers and really smart. In fact, the creator of this, they're not a docs team, but the creator is creating a private blockchain for a bank in Europe. So he knows exactly what he's doing. And if you're like, oh, this white paper looks really tech heavy, above my head, excellent, that might be something I want to invest in. Well, they've also got an academic yellow paper, which is even more tech heavy, which I always love to see. I don't understand most of it, but you go through and you see preliminaries and notations with the algorithms of how they process the GPUs and allocate certain amounts of data to each task and who gets it. They've done the work. And again, over my head, but I love to see things that are way over my head because I'm like, okay, this is promising. And you know how I invest, narrative based. If people come in here, they're like, wow, these guys really look like they know what they're doing, they're more likely to go and buy into a project like this, which is what I like to play in. Jeet Slayer on Twitter said OpenGPU is creating their own chain. So they're creating their own blockchain to actually process all these transactions, because what they say is that a lot of DePin infrastructure isn't actually decentralized except for the payment version of it, not the actual GPU or the processing that's not done in a decentralized manner, but OpenGPU is trying to solve that. Jeet goes on to say, we're at all-time highs and I'm more bullish than I've ever been on the project. Many whales are already seeing the potential and have been rotating in from major established projects. $1 soon. Currently, when he tweeted this, it was at 63 cents. So on a Medium article from a couple of days ago from the GPU network, they talked about their GPU computing layer, the ability to actually compute and process all these requests for things like AI or even stuff like hosting. They said, our network's computing layer allows tech companies and researchers to utilize decentralized GPU power at a fraction of the cost of centralized services like AWS, what we just talked about, and Google Cloud. Validators are selected probabilistically, considering their staked OGPU and GPU power to execute tasks. Payment for these tasks are made directly to the validator's wallet, so no middleman, just goes straight. If you're renting out your GPU to me, I pay my OGPU, which is the token, which we'll get into the tokenomics in a second, directly into your wallet, and you earn money from that. And also, another feature that I thought was very interesting, because I don't know if a lot of other projects are doing this, you don't have to put up all your GPU's power. If you have GPUs that maybe you might be using, you can put up the power that your GPU isn't currently running. You can put up half the power of your GPU for it to be rented out. It's not done in block nodes, but it's done in the pro rata pay for what you use. And you can select how much of your GPU processing power you'd like to put up there in order to be earning these fees that people are paying in the rental costs that will go directly to your wallet. They tweeted from their official account, which is gold tick verified, which I always like to see. Welcome to the OpenGPU network. Discover the frontier of decentralized computing with OpenGPU Network, where we harness global GPU resources to fuel groundbreaking AI research and complex computational tasks. Their mission is to democratize high-performance computing, making it accessible and cost-effective for everyone. At the heart of OpenGPU are advanced mathematical models, as we saw in the yellow paper, efficient algorithms, and secure, scalable operations. They're actually throwing a little bit of stones at other projects, saying that they're not going to be scalable once the demand increases. They produced the DevNet and staking protocol. They've executed really well on those first two products that they've put out, and their DevNet just hit 100,000 transactions. But let's get on to the juicy part. What about the tokenomics? Sure, the project looks pretty damn fantastic. What about how much the token's currently valued at, especially compared to other competitors? And just so you know, OpenGPU are claiming to have 1,400 GPU units. Now this is Node AI, who claim to have 526 GPU units, and Node AI, which ticker symbol is GPU, is at $1.29 or $130 billion fully diluted value. And this is OpenGPU's tokenomics, where they're only at a $13 million market cap, 1/10 the size, but they claim to have 3 times more the amount of units of GPUs than Node AI, which would value this more at around the $400 million market cap level, which would be incredible. And that's why I think there's a lot of potential upside in a token like this. Now, this, remember, is leading the leaderboard over hundreds of tokens that we've currently broken down. And this is why you want to be inside the inner circle. This is us discovering it at 27 cents. This was submitted by 3 people, which is why I piqued our interest. Breaking it down looked fantastic. And you can see it close to 70 cents today, maybe 67 cents. It's pulled back a bit, but it's been up and to the right since we broke it down, like right here at 27 cents, somewhere right here. Now, inside the inner circle, once again, this week we're breaking down another couple hundred of tokens. So make sure you submit your tokens so we can take a look at them. But make sure you're also inside the inner circle so you're coming across these tokens as we break them down so you can get in as early as possible. Let me know your thoughts on OpenGPU. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.